heavyweight division collision. Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that octagon.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle him, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them himself. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship.
And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence, not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at A+ level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Werdum is 6 years his senior. Same numbers on reach. All right, now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 13 wins, 8 losses. He stands 6 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 264 pounds. Walt, the Big Chicken Harris. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 24 wins, 9 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 231 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, Fabricio, the Cavallo, And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Dan Murgliata.
Dan Murgliata.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
All right, so the fight is underway. We will see how it plays out. It's a pick-up fight according to Las Vegas, and really hard to think of a weakness that we've seen on film from either guys in their UFC careers this year.
I feel like both of these guys are the top of the food chain. They're the best of the best that we can put inside the octagon. They are so well-rounded. They have every skill, and that is going to be on display tonight in this key matchup. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Cavallo gets hit by that leg kick. Couple of chins here being tested early. Oh, a little single collar tie there. All right, so he lands a jab there. Pretty nicely done, DC.
You can really control a fight just knowing how to fight behind your jab.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
All right, well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC. Well, you know I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted, he's been beaten.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Under 2 minutes to go. Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he... Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys. An attacking armbar. You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle.
Oh, and there's the tap, so he submits him with the armbar. How about that?
Great job, great performance. He got him!
Yeah, that's about as good as he's looked in the grappling realm, and he stayed focused on the armbar. He kept going back to the well for it, and ultimately, in the middle of this fight, he gets the tap. That is a big finish for that young man here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He was able to get the fight to the ground exactly where he wanted it. Eventually, his opponent gave him an opportunity to get a submission. He did that, and he should be very proud of the work he did tonight in the octagon.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliana has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 53 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, Fabricio!
Well, what an incredible result here tonight as you see the winner there celebrating his victory by way of submission, and they put so much stock into finishing this fight. They felt like to really spin his career forward, they needed to not just win, but get the finish, and they certainly got it tonight.
They got the finish. He's such a terrific grappler. Every time he is on his back, he looks for submissions over and over again. Eventually, he found one tonight and got the desired result.
right, coming up next, it is a welterweight matchup between Robbie Lawler and Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. Well, if you're just getting into fighting and you're looking for a fighter to support, you can do worse than Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. Really a guy who's easy to root for and coming off some of the biggest wins of his career recently.
He is starting to get everything right. For as long as Jorge Masvidal has been in this game, you always had the feeling that there was still work to be done in order to truly reach his optimal form. I feel like now he's finally getting it. And people overlook the fighter's mentality of Jorge Masvidal. We talk about Kimbo Slice in the backyard fighting, but Jorge Masvidal was right next to him.
Right.
He was back there fighting just for the sake of fighting. And he has done that in the octagon, and now he's finally putting it all together as he tries to make his way to a UFC title fight.
All right, so here he is, DC, the former UFC welterweight champion. They call him Ruthless Robbie Lawler. And I know when it comes to the power threats on this UFC roster, you think this is as powerful a striker as we have in the UFC.
Yes, he is. He's one of those guys that can shut your lights out in no time. And when you talk about fitting nicknames, Ruthless is as fitting as anyone in the entire organization. When I think about the ruthlessness of Robbie Lawler, I think to the Rory McDonald fight, where Rory had taken such a beating that he just fell down and goes, enough. This is absolutely crazy that I would try to stand and fight this man anymore. Robbie Lawler is a guy that has no quit. He will take you to the edge of whatever you can accomplish physically and push you past it. And he did it that night against Rory McDonald.
He's got a canyon-sized hole in his lip, and he is totally unfazed, right?
Still
a toughness that even a lot of UFC fighters maybe can't even relate to. Good to see Ruthless Robbie Lawler back, and hopefully in fine form here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. Lawler is 3 years his senior. Masvidal is 1 inch taller. The reach is identical. Here for the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 35 wins, 14 losses. He stands 6 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 28 wins, 14 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, Ruthless Robbie Lawler. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Murgliata.
So Dan Murgliata shares the cage.
Ready?
Round 1 is upon us between 2 of the best fighters in this division. Hard to find anything resembling a glaring weakness on either side when you break down the film.
There are no weaknesses in these guys. These guys are as well-rounded as they come. They both can wrestle, both can grapple, both can strike. They can do it all. And these are the matchups that we dream of as MMA fans. He gets to his spot, the tie clinch. Then he starts to let the knees fly. Wow.
Oh, that is a killer jab there from Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. Big picture, might be the best boxer on this roster.
I mean, he may just be the best boxer on this roster. From Miami, Florida, Cuban heritage, a guy that personifies Miami, and he's putting on a Miami-type performance tonight. Flashy and beautiful. Great job by Jorge. Oh, nice jab.
He's having his way with him here. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hit his guard. All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah,
somehow.
he loved, I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You You need to be up on an elbow,
right.
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
And now Masvidal's looking to go from the full to the half guard here. Opponent not having it. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this thing.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
All right, has the guard closed here. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Robbie Lawler. All right, so you gotta be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here for Bob.
Nice stick with the right hand.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Oh, pretty good entry there, and he gets the fight to his wheelhouse on the ground.
Beautiful take. Down into the full guard. Look for him to posture and use ground and pound to open up submission opportunities. Oh, nice guillotine there. Why is he not recognizing this right now? He's got to it's in there deep. There you go.
Brilliant submission defense there. All right, full guard now, DC.
And for the guy on top, he needs to build posture or just go to the next position, start shoving that knee through, trying to get the half guards, which in turn will lead to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you need to be anticipating, you need to be framing, you need to be moving, looking for opportunities to either reverse the position or get back to your feet.
Lawler's got the full mount. .30 seconds now to go in the round. All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle. He's gonna attack armbar here.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're gonna fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up.
I want you to keep hitting everything.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the highlights from those previous 5 minutes, DC, and no padding, no glove on that foot.
No glove, no padding, and look at the hip action when he throws those kicks. He's not only kicking just for feel, he's really trying to damage his opponent, and as the fight goes longer, you will start to see it taking effect.
Okay, you ready? Round 2. Ready?
Round 2 here. Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. Gamebred gets hit by that leg kick. You may want to start checking some of these.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Oh, spinning back fist. He didn't telegraph that one at all. And they separate. Oh, man, that left side is getting beat up now. Look at the redness there.
Another beautiful takedown lane.
Well, back in the day, he was brawling in backyards in the 305 alongside Kimbo Slice. Now he's one of the biggest superstars in the UFC. And
now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him. Attacking armbar.
Armor's been isolated, but he picks him up and slams him down.
He lifted him through the air, slammed him on his back, and moved right into side control to get out of danger.
Beautiful job to not just turn defense into offense, but also to end up in a dominant position. Oh, these are some serious punches from the top here. He's continuing to maintain good posture and making these strikes.
He's doing a really good job of watching for the up kicks, making his punches count while not putting himself in danger.
Oh, these are some big punches here from the top, DC. He hasn't needed to enter his opponent's guard yet, and he may not have to.
He may not have to, but he's doing a real good job of being aware. There's danger when you're standing at the top of your opponent like that. You gotta watch up kicks. Notice how he leads with his hips when he goes to land the strike.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. And now Masvidal's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside. Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
Yeah, he's trying to switch over to get an armbar. He's going to be on his opponent to try to chase him. He's attacking armbar now.
Oh, he picks him up and slams him down.
Big explosive slam to lift him and slam him out of that armbar. Go right into side control. Now let's see what he does, right?
Sometimes when you do that, the choke or the submission can get tighter, but he was able to evade it there.
Yes.
All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here. Just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Back mount now. Under a minute now to go round 2. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. 30 seconds to go in this one. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. Ten seconds remain in round 2. Masvidal's pass attempt denied. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
All right, so there's the end of the round. We had a big submission attempt there midway through, but largely the submission defense held it.
It wasn't tight. We thought the fight was over, but stayed patient, stayed calm, relaxed, and found his way out of that deep submission.
Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will when it comes to working the body, and especially effective doing it later in this fight. Didn't see a lot of that from him in the earlier rounds.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
And he caught the kick. Oh, there it is. He can do with it. Oh, he catches the leg there and then works it into a takedown. High-level mixed martial arts there. Back to the stand-up now. Both fighters upright. Oh.
Oh, nice elbow.
Gamebred gets caught with that punch. Oh, collar tie. Oh!
She's in trouble. She's hurt bad.
Oh, misses with the jab. Wow!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Yep, and he's got him secured in a half guard now.
Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
Lawler's has got full mount now. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Gamebred. Lawler's pass is denied. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. Oh, how about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
And now Masvidal's got the full mount. Under 3 minutes now to go in round 3. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands.
All right, so he's got his head here looking to set up the guillotine choke now.
Watch guillotine. He should be defending right now.
And this might just be a matter of time.
He got it. He got it, John.
Oh, he got it done, absolutely. He finishes his opponent by way of submission. All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
So there he is, your winner by submission tonight, and that is how you put the rest of the division on notice. A huge result for him here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 10 seconds of the third round. For the winner by submission, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal.
All right, so what a performance by this young man here tonight as he gets the win by way of submission. He certainly put a lot of stock into getting the finish tonight, and he did just that. Congratulations.
It was a very tough fight, but he knew that if he did everything right, he can get to his position, which is the ground, and he would be able to find a finish by submission tonight. He did just that.
All right, straight ahead, it is a middleweight championship fight between Derek Brunson and Uriah Hall. So here he is, the #1 middleweight contender, getting set for this 185-pound title fight. He believes this title shot should have come a long time ago, but he has let bygones be bygones. The focus now, unseating the champion in dominant fashion and starting a new middleweight legacy of his own. 25 minutes or fewer away from becoming the new champion. We will see how he performs tonight. So here's the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world making the walk, looking to defend his title. It is certainly something that he's been able to do in the past. He has been challenged on this title run. It's not as though he has run roughshod through this division, but they're all still chasing him at 185 pounds tonight. At least on paper, could be his most difficult challenge to date. Or tell the tape for this middleweight championship fight. Both fighters identical in age. Hall is 1 inch taller. The reach is the same. All right, now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Middleweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a karate fighter, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 9 losses. He stands 6 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Presenting the challenger, Uriah Primetime Hall. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 21 wins, 7 losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Wilmington, North Carolina, presenting the reigning, defending UFC undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Brunson.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it fair.
Ready? You ready to fight?
All right, so here we go, round one. I can barely hear myself think in this arena right now. Two of the most dominant, well-rounded fighters in this division.
I mean, these guys are the best of all of mixed martial arts. They can do everything when they're locked inside of the octagon. I'm so excited to watch the highest level of MMA on display tonight. Great punch landed with so much power.
Oh, nice hand speed as the counter with the right is good. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Now he engages in a Muay Thai clinch. You better protect that head.
Great job securing the Muay Thai clinch. Watch for big knees to the body and eventually him switch it up with a big knee to the head.
And he comes through with a big knee.
That knee hurt him.
Oh, straight right. Knee to the body.
Nice punch there.
Lands a big elbow there. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. All right, both fighters now continuing to try to get a more dominant position. Hook shot lands. Oh, straight right. Oh, single collar tie here. Hall's got the tie clinch. Let's see what he can do with it. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You gotta like what you're seeing thus far.
I mean, the speed at which he throws is crazy.
3 minutes remain in the round. So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Uriah Hall. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Timely defense there, huge block for him. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Oh, looking to land the leg kick, but unable to find the target. Oh, that straight punch knocked his head in the wrong direction.
Really putting his opponent on notice. Oh, big punch land.
Continuing to stay busy, now goes to the knee to the body. Whoa!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. An uppercut landed.
Lands an outside leg kick of his own. And both guys really throwing with authority. All right, so once again, the fighters engage in the clinch. We'll see who will have the upper hand here, champ.
There are so many options to dictate and control this exact position. Who is going to take advantage of it?
And there comes the separation now. 90 seconds now to go in round one. Takedown defense holds up. Battling for hooks.
Nice punch land.
And they separate. Oh, trying to turn out the lights with that roundhouse kick, but just misses.
Beautiful body kick. Superman punch.
All right, single collar tie now. All right, Muay Thai clinch. A lot of elbows and knees could be coming from here. We'll see how he chooses to attack.
Yeah, it's a very dangerous position, but an advantageous one for the offensive fighter. Watch for the defensive guy to try to break this immediately. Great punch.
Spinning back fist.
at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Single collar tie now. Ooh, big knee. Knee to the body. That's a big hook. Looked like a good knee to the body, but it's blocked. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, look at that. He leapt up and landed the diving punch to the head. Round 2 coming up next. All right, that's the end of the round. You see the cut on his lip, ladies and gentlemen, is only getting worse. Likely going to need to get stitched up after the fact, and blood in and around the mouth area could upset his breathing pattern. Not a good reality for him here tonight. All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
All right, here we go. Second round now. Derek Brunson and Uriah Hall.
Nice stick with the right hand.
Got the single collar tie. The 1-2 punch is true. Oh, he got that inside leg kick to the target there, DC. You don't want to eat too many of those.
No, you can't. It starts to beat up the inside thigh. That is the technique you use to really slow down your opponent.
Oh, beautiful job by him there. Maybe the opponent was expecting the straight punch, and he goes to the hook.
Mike Tyson used to have some of the best hooks in boxing, and this young man tonight.
Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys.
Gotta be careful, armbar.
Arm has been isolated, but he picks him up and slams him down.
He lifted him through the air, slammed him on his back, and moved right into side control to get out of danger.
Beautiful job to not just turn defense into offense, but also to end up in a dominant position. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Brunson's tough as it gets, but how about the size of that bruise starting to form on his right side? Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
His opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Hall. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Close guard. Well, you gotta be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Brunson's looking to pass here, denied by the opponent. All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Good fight here, under 2 to go. Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
All right, side control now. Brunson's right back to the full mount here. Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle.
An attacking armbar.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here.
Now he falls back into the finishing position.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this good in the submissions.
So there he is, ladies and gentlemen, the UFC middleweight champion of the world, your winner by submission tonight. And it is going to take a spectacular effort to dethrone this guy at 185 pounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 4 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by submission due to an armbar, and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Brunson.
And still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion, and with style points tonight. How about the best 185-pounder in the world submitting the #1 contender here tonight? And I'm not sure I've seen him celebrate a win quite to the extent to which he is right now, embracing his coaches. They might even bring the family in here at one point in time. This is a huge win for the man who entered as the undisputed best and leaves that way too. Coming up next, it's a lightweight championship fight between Max Holloway and Conor McGregor. Well, the celebrities are out, the floor seats are packed because the Notorious one, Conor McGregor, makes his triumphant return here tonight. There's always a special feel when a UFC main event is about to unfold, but Conor McGregor just takes it to that requisite next level.
J.A., as a fan, I usually sit right next to the octagon, but when Conor fights, I gotta be in the first row behind the barrier because the celebrities are out in droves. Conor McGregor has this thing about him that makes everybody want to show up. They flock to Vegas. They come in groups. They want to experience the Notorious Conor McGregor. They want to see if he can have one of those special moments, him atop the cage, him knocking out Jose Aldo. If you experience the McGregor experience, you always have a story to tell, and that's why people show up.
He's going to cash the check tonight, right? But he's not here for just money, right? This is about proving himself, trying to improve his mixed martial arts legacy. Won 2 titles, no title defenses. That's a big part of the motivation for Conor.
He takes a lot of pride in the preparation to getting to the octagon, and you see it every time Conor McGregor fights.
All right, here's the UFC lightweight champion of the world defending his belt yet again. This has been one dominant 155-pound fighter, ladies and gentlemen. You know, this is a belt that frequently changes hands. Well, it hasn't since it's been wrapped around this guy's waist, given all the skills he brings to the table. The question is, fighting a challenger like this, can he hold on to the belt? If he can, just another chapter in the greatness of one of the best lightweights this octagon has ever seen. Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Holloway is 28, McGregor is 32. He is 1 inch taller. The reach is identical. All right, now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds, fighting out of Dublin, Ireland. Presenting the challenger, the Notorious Conor McGregor. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 21 wins, 6 losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds, fighting out of Waianae, Hawaii. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Lightweight Champion of the World, Max Blessed Holloway.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it fair.
Ready to fight?
Oh, how good is this? I mean, are we really getting paid to sit here and watch this? Round 1, the rematch between Conor McGregor and Max Holloway. A couple of future Hall of Famers, but a big spot as Holloway tries to exact some revenge.
I mean, it was a big fight when they fought as kids. Now they are grown men fighting right now for the right to maybe earn a UFC championship or to just add to what both have are very stellar legacies. Right hand punch to the clinch. Left hand punch to the clinch.
All right, so there's the early takedown. Pretty evident, DC, that he wants to get this fight to the ground, and he was certainly able to do so there.
He felt like he had a massive advantage in the wrestling, and if he attempted takedown, he would secure. Let's see what he does from this position.
Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here, and if you're the opponent, you've got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop the fight.
You got to defend, but you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish. Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him. He's gonna attack armbar here.
Oh, he picks him up and slams him down.
Big explosive slam to lift him and slam him out of that armbar. Go right into side control. Now let's see what he does, right?
Sometimes when you do that, the choke or the submission can get tighter, but he was able to evade it there.
Yes.
Getting the ground and pound going pretty good here early. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Under 2 minutes to go. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Conor. Oh, man. This ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates this space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, working inside the now open guard of his opponent. Uh-oh.
Throwing up a triangle. The guy on his back is very good at submissions, and if he's not careful here, he's going to get stuck, and he will have to submit.
.45 seconds remain in the round. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Max Blessed Holloway. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Close guard. Oh, McGregor's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense.
Work. Come on, I'll stand you up. Let's work.
10 seconds to go. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Holloway. Strong bottom work here, staying busy.
God. Stop.
All right, let us look back at some of the action from that previous round. DC punches in bunches.
I mean, over and over, he landed that big punch, and every time he landed it, he got the reaction that he was looking for. His opponent really did start to take notice every time he was loading that strike up.
All right, here we go with our second round. It is Max Holloway.
Ready.
Against that man, you might recognize him. He is Conor McGregor. Nice punch by Conor. Spinning back fist. Another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, gotta be careful playing around inside his guard.
Absolutely, John. That's why you don't sit in a full guard. When you sit in a full guard, it gives these guys too many opportunities to chase submissions, and now he's jumping on a triangle. He's attacking guillotine.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time. All right, so he postures up, not tapping out tonight. All right, full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move to half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you got to anticipate those movements the moment he tries to move to the next position. You build a shield, get back to your feet, or dig an underhook to try to get a reversal or a sweep.
McGregor ground and pound from half guard now. All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. 3 minutes to go in round 2. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Conor.
Nice stick with the right hand.
Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement. See, oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys. Attacking armbar.
He might get a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time. And there it is. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there he is, the UFC lightweight champion, and I'm not sure any 155-pounder could have held up under the onslaught here tonight. He wins the belt by way of submission.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Gaines called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 26 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by submission due to an armbar, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world,
All right, so he defends the UFC lightweight title tonight, and I think in so doing starts to close the gap on the pantheon of lightweight greats. A hugely successful defense tonight.
Big moment for this man. Every time he goes into the octagon, the target is on his back. Every challenger is the very best in the world. He turns them back at every step. He remains the UFC champion.